Half pigeon is probably one of those poses that you love to hate, but it's really, really beneficial for all athletes, especially people who incorporate running in their training. It's going to stretch your hip flexors, your glutes, and your hamstrings. I'm going to show it to you on the floor first, and then I'm going to show you another variation of it in the silk. So from the floor, you're going to come into a tabletop position, and then you're going to tuck your toes and lift your hips high to the sky for downward facing dog. You can raise one leg up, scoop it forward. You want to bring your knee towards your elbow and then glide it down towards your wrist. You're going to take that heel on the right over towards the left hip. Slide back through your left leg since your right leg is forward. And then start to settle in here. So maybe that means you stay as you are, or maybe that means you can come down to your forearms. Start to steady your breath. Send it all the way down the right side, making sure you melt those muscles. And maybe you can take yourself a little further, dropping and releasing your forehead by sandwiching your hands or maybe stacking your fists. Soften in and breathe in. Now coming into the hammock, you're going to come back to that all fours position. You're going to gaze over one shoulder. I'm going to start with my right. You're going to place the foot into the fabric. So take a look. I'm going to just open and close my hip here. Let it know that something's coming. And then it's going to settle back to stillness. I'm going to scoot back, pushing my hips towards my heel. The only difference here in the silk is that the leg that is being worked or stretched or breathed into is keeping the heel back instead of angling it over towards that opposite hip. It's going to give you a more focused stretch, maybe a little bit more intense. So soften in again with your breath. Breathing in and out. Feel free again to sandwich hands or stack fists to release all the way down through the forehead, the third eye, the space between the brows. And those are just few different variations of half pigeon. You can take some more on the floor, on your back in supine position. You can also take some standing up inside the silk. So I'll go into those on another day. Until then, happy stretching.